Alright, you guys, I'm pretty aggravated. So, let me just kind of explain to you guys that, I'm super, super, super disappointed, and I want to elaborate on why I'm disappointed, and I want to talk to you guys just about things that bother me. Things that bother me. Because today, I am super fucking disappointed. I'm disappointed. So, alright, you guys, make sure that you like this video. Make sure you comment on this video. Let's get the algorithm boosted because that's important. So, where am I live at? Now I'm worried. I'm like, oh shit, where am I live? Where am I live? Am I live on my page? Am I live on my page? Yes. Okay. So, I don't know. For some reason, it didn't send any notifications, which is weird. Because normally it sends out notifications. So, thank you. Man, you know, I just don't fucking need any of this right now. Like, I'm so exhausted as it is. First of all, I need you guys to start sending money to my Cash App as fast as you can. Imagine that fucking shit. How do y'all like that? Like, ASA fucking P, because I've got to go round up a fucking horse that's in another pen. And I don't mind. Like, I did what I thought was best. So as you guys know, we had the Risky and Chico drawing, and the lady that won picked Chico. She called me back and she said, hey, my girlfriend wants to go ahead and buy Risky. Risky was priced at $6,500. I had discounted him to $5,000. We did the draw. Anyway, she picked Chico. Her girlfriend wanted to buy Risky, and because they wanted to keep them together. And I explained how, you know, I had been really careful about where Risky went because he only had one eye, and we had put a lot of training into him. So her girlfriend calls me. She purchases him and then has him transported all the way to New Jersey. Shortly after he got there, they started posting in the hate group that the horses they received were both not good. And I reached out to them trying to understand what was wrong, because when we did the draw, everyone knew that Chico had a pulled hamstring and that he was going to need some, you know, rehabilitation time. And Risky had one eye, but Risky was phenomenal. That was a phenomenal horse. I had no problems. I have extensive videos. So this lady starts in on me about how Chelsea Dyer reached out to her, and she was also reached out to by another name. I need to go back and look, and that these people were inboxing her about how Chico was never going to heal, and that he was basically, they had just wasted all this money. And she was like, now I feel like I need to take him to the university and get another opinion. And just going on and on and on about how now they feel totally scammed because these people reached out to them and like badgered them through private message. The next thing I know, they are posting in the hate group begging for donations to have both horses euthanized. So the hate group takes it upon themselves to post both horses in my hate group and rehome them. So the hate group facilitates the rehoming of these two horses, and guess where they are today? In a fucking kill pen in Kansas. True fucking story. So my hate group literally post within the hate group that they need to rehome two horses that I did a drawing for that are now abroad you know, they're in New Jersey, because these people have been scammed by me, and these horses are not, they're good horses, but they're just not what these people thought they were getting. First of all, that's not the truth. That's not the truth. Everybody watched Chico from the moment he arrived here crippled until the draw. She picked Chico over Risky. Her friend bought Risky because they wanted to keep them together. And then once they got them home, and the haters started like badgering them, then they didn't want them. They didn't want them. So the hate group posted within the hate group to facilitate the rehoming, which I wonder now if they're going to delete those posts, because I'm not in the hate group, but I have screenshots from way back then. It would take me like forever and a fucking day, man. But I need to go back and find them, because there was literally a post that like, we need to facilitate the rehoming of these horses, blah, blah, blah. So they posted to rehome them. Shortly after, there was one comment that was like, thank you, we found both horses a place. And now they're in kill pens. They're in the Peabody, Kansas kill pen, which I have reached out to them and told them, like, hey, that horse was here. I was just honest about it. Like, that horse was here. I will be happy to take him back or do whatever. But the facilitating of the rehoming was done by Jennifer Merrick and the little other person. They're the ones that were in there, like, facilitating the rehoming. They literally rehomed them to somebody that probably picked them up and hauled them straight to a fucking sell barn. Good fucking job, you stupid bitches. You are literally scum of the fucking earth. And I literally hope that you see this and that you know what a piece of shit you are. You're a piece of shit, and the women that got these horses out of the draw are a piece of shit. I was more than completely honest. I was told that Chico was getting a retirement home and that Risky was going to a lady that was going to work with him with a trainer. And then the excuse was, well, my trainer said this and my trainer said that. So I will be more than happy to give videos to anybody that's interested. The only problem we ever had with Risky, and this is why I was honest. If you have him in a stall, like in a stall, it's at nighttime, you go in to feed, and let's say his blind side is turned to you, and you walk in, he will wheel around and snort and jump and look. And I was worried that if somebody had small children, or if you were an older person and you went in the stall and he wheeled around, I wouldn't want him to knock you down. He never did it to be vicious, and as soon as he turned and faced you where he could see you out of his good eye, no problem. No problems at all. Well, according to the woman that had him, she never could supply any vet records, but now she was claiming that he was blind in the other eye too, which I can tell you when he came here, a vet saw him and he was not blind in both eyes. That was just not ever stated by any vet that saw him. So I can tell you that without a shadow of a doubt, that horse was good here. I didn't have any problems with him, and I would be more than happy to stand behind him. And you know what, you guys, if you guys want to send money, let's go get him. He can come back here. I have absolutely no, he can retire here for the rest of his life, because there's just absolutely no reason in the world. So Risky and Chico are at the Peabody, Kansas kill pen.
All right, you guys. So
I know you don't care.
This is Chico. When he came here, he was basically emaciated.
The fucking hate group.
Really long, fuzzy.
So after the ladies won them, Chelsea Dyer and Jennifer Mayrick and them started messaging those ladies. A lady from New Jersey won one, and then her friend paid $3,500 for the other one because I gave them a huge discount to keep them together. And well, once they got to New Jersey, they started being like bombarded by Chelsea Dyer and Jennifer Mayrick. And what's the other one that's constantly posting? And it's actually Desi. It's actually Desi, but it has a name. Anyway, they were both there, yeah. So, long story short, those women started messaging me about how they felt like they had been scammed, and I said, the horses were in a draw. Like, how did you, they're like, well, Chelsea Dyer told us that Chico was never going to heal. His pelvis is broke. And I said, as far as I know, that horse will get better. But if he never heals, like, you won him and you told me you were a retirement home for him. And you told me your friend was going to work with Risky. Anyway, the hate group posted in the hate group a big long post about how I had scammed these people and they needed to rehome these horses on those ladies' behalf. And the hate group rehomed them. The hate group, Jennifer Mayrick, and they can say, no, we didn't, whatever. Yes, they did. They made a big long post. We all saw it to facilitate the rehoming of those horses. So they fucking rehome them to somebody within that group that they trusted. And now those motherfuckers are in the Peabody, Kilpin, Kansas, whatever, Kilpin. And you know what? Nothing against that Kilpin. Like, I've seen some horses go through there that, like...
Jeff Smith's always been nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some horses go through there that I thought, man, I wish Jacob and I had been at whatever cell they were in. Jacob said, Jeff Smith has been nothing but fucking nice to us. We have no problems with them. So please don't, like, go attack that pin. They just bought them. I mean, they just went to a cell and bought them just like we would have. So they have no idea that this drama. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not blaming the pin, but that fucking hate group posted that they were facilitating the rehoming of horses that I screwed somebody over on, and then whoever they rehomed him to hauled him to the fucking cell. What's really sad is Chico has been from Eugene, Oregon to Billings, Montana to Texas to New Jersey to somewhere, now to fucking Kansas. He's traveled all over the United States. Risky's been he sold at Mize, Mississippi, then Billings. Then we got him. So he went from Mize, Mississippi to Billings, fucking Montana, back to Troop, Texas, to New Jersey, to whatever cell, to now to a kill pin. There's nothing about that that's good for those horses. Nothing about that is good for them. Nothing about that is acceptable. And what's the shittiest thing of all is that hate group literally stirred this up, made the women who own them feel so, like, disgusted about those horses that they let the hate group rehome them, and whoever the hate group rehomed them to did this. So why don't we let our wheels start turning? Who's the real bad guy here? Like, who's the real piece of shit? I'm doing everything I can to try to help the horses. Somebody messaged me and was like, hey, I'm almost positive that this is Risky. And I said, it is. That's him. And they said, you probably should go get him. And I said, no, I'm good. Like, I'm going to try to research this. I messaged. I don't know. So we'll just see. Like, we'll just see. But I'm going to tell you, like, I stand behind him. Like, I stand behind Risky. When I originally posted Risky, he was $6,500. He was $6,500. So I came down to $5,000. And then we fundraised and took them off of Jacob's bills or whatever, because I thought Risky needed a little more time. Because anytime we, like, changed him from a stall to a pin, or the pin back to a stall, he would be a little bit, like, fractious for a day or two, but then he would calm down and be really good. So there was nothing wrong with him that somebody couldn't work with and make him a fantastic horse. He carries the flag. He did the trail course. He had a little quirk, but he's not dangerous. He's not a horse that's, like, malicious by anybody's standards. And as you can see, Jacob brought me Christmas trees. This is a love language of its own right. And I'm most disappointed because my hate group got involved with this. And this is how, like, if they say anything at all except for, wow, we're really sorry, you know what, we probably should stay out of stuff, then they're the shittiest fucking humans in the world. So I venture to say, from the way history has been, they will defend themselves. They will say that I am a liar, that whatever, you know, if I don't, you know, I just know how they are. Somehow they'll try to manipulate this because they are literally the epitome of narcissist. They will turn this around, how they are now victims of this video. I'm obsessed with them. They are victims of me. I'm a bully. They are a victim of this video. And that they didn't do this. And they had no involvement. Milo Charmer is Desi, but so is one other one. The main one that she posts from is not just Milo Charmer. There's one other one. I have found from running IP addresses that the majority of those women have 5 to 8 accounts each. They have 5 to 8 accounts each. Jennifer Mayrick has 3 or 4 that are her real name, and then like an additional 8 accounts that are fake names. There's a man in there that has 1 account in his real name. His IP address checked back to like 15 other ones, men and women, and he posts in there under all of those names. So you have to remember that hate group is comprised of like 2,600 accounts or something, like, and they add all of you guys. So they keep adding people to it to make it look like they have an army. But there's probably about, we'll say about 100 accounts that will like stuff and post stuff and whatever. And when you start tracking IP addresses, it goes back to about 10 separate people. There's about 10 people that are extremely active in there, and they each have multiple accounts that they log in and out of. So, I just want for you guys to see that when they bash me and they talk about me, those women were never disappointed. Those women were never fucking disappointed with those horses until they started being brigaded through private message by several different accounts, and Chelsea Dyer, who has multiple accounts. Sometimes she will make posts on my page about Chelsea Dyer contacted me about Tara, and I ended up making friends with her, and now she has 4 horses in training from me, and you track the IP address, and it's Chelsea Dyer's IP address, and she's just on there, like, talking about herself in third person. She's like a sociopath. Chelsea Dyer is the epitome of a fucking sociopath. And then, the people that run the hate group are narcissists, because they will literally turn this around that I am bullying them. I've made this video to attack them. I mean, you guys just would not believe the links that they will go to try to turn this around. They'll say that I put them in the kill bin up there. I mean, there's no telling what they'll come up with. But the truth is, those women got them. They were, just berated. Just absolutely badgered and berated with messages, to the point that they got mad at me and felt like I had done them wrong somehow, just because it was drama and they fed into it, and then they didn't want the horses anymore. So the hate group rehomed the horses, and whoever the hate group rehomed the horses to took them to a cell, and now they're in a kill pen. So I literally hope that you guys are starting to catch on to that no matter what I'm doing over here in my world, nothing about what they're doing is acceptable or okay. It's just not acceptable, and it's not okay. So I already messaged and told them that we would buy him back. I gave them my number. If they contact me, I'll let you guys know. I will be more than happy. I don't know how much he is. I don't know anything else. This is what I said. I said this horse was here, and I have tons of video of him. He is extensively well trained. Anybody that's interested is more than welcome to contact me as well. I'll be happy to forward you the videos we took of him, not only carrying the flag, but also doing a trail course. This gelding is blind in one eye, but is not an issue, or at least wasn't here while he was in our care. He can be hard to catch from that side. Other than that, he's gentle and rides amazing. Please feel free to message me if you'd like videos. His name is Risky. I contacted the client I sold him to. He was priced over $6,500 at one point. She just stated her trainer told her, because that was her big thing. The lady that got Risky said that he's literally priced at $4,700 at Peabody, Kansas. But I mean, here's my thing. I know that the hate group facilitated the rehoming of him for free. That's not the Killpin's fault. That horse rides really good, and they probably gave $4,000 or $4,500 for him through auction. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad at what they have him priced at. I'm not mad at what they gave for him. I'm not mad at who sold him at the sale barn. I am mad that my hate group badgered the women who own these horses to the point that they did not want the horses. They were disgusted. And they let the hate group rehome them. And now the horses are right back in the auction circle. Right back in going from place to place. Right back where they're going to get sick. Right back where they're going to get stressed out. I'm just going to be honest. For $4,700, I'm not interested in going to get him. I'm not fundraising for that. He would bring $700 to kill. So I'm not spending $4,000 to drag him back home. I'm not doing it. And I don't give a fuck if that pisses y'all off. If anybody send anything, I'll be sending it back. I'm not spending $4,700. I ain't doing it. If he was $1,500, perfect. $4,700, he's worth it. I had him priced higher than that. Somebody will see my videos and see what I said. They will give him a good home, and I will let them know if you ever don't like him, you can bring him back here and I'll swap you out of him. Great. But for $4,700, ain't nobody gonna kill him for that price. So, no offense, Jeff. No offense, Peabody. I'm not trying to be the anti-kill pin, whatever. But let's be honest, for $4,700, ain't nobody gonna kill him for that price. I mean, I can't afford to take a $4,000 loss, and neither can anybody else. The horse is fantastic. I stand behind him. Anybody with any kind of horse sense in the world would love to own that horse. But for $4,700, I ain't doing it. But I am fucking pissed that the women, this is how stupid they are. They let the hate group convince them the horse is a piece of shit. They let the hate group rehome the horse for free. And now somebody else is valuing him at nearly $5,000. So I'm not the only one that thinks the horse has substantial value. So why is it that when I think the horse has substantial value, I'm an idiot, I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm a terrible horseman, my evaluations are bad, but now somebody that didn't know the horse had any affiliation with me evaluated him for themselves and posted him for $4,700. I guess we're all fucking stupid, right? The only people with a functioning fucking brain cell are in my hate group, according to them. But you watch, those narcissistic fucking no good bitches will turn this around, and they are bullied and attacked, and I am delusional and a psycho, and I stalk them and all of the things, because what they do is they constantly project who they are and what they're doing onto me, and I'm tired of it. I am not a mirror for them. I am not a mirror for them. We are not the same. But this right here is just further proof that their actions hurt the horses more than mine ever will. Their actions hurt the horses more than mine ever will. But I do have a video. I'm going to end this video. I will be back in 30 seconds. Because remember the red crippled gelding, and I begged you guys to help me, and I was like, let's fundraise and save him. And anyway, I'll be back. Be back in 2 minutes. Goodbye.